About 3:30 this afternoon, we received a 911 call in reference to possible shots fired in the alleyway of the 5100 block of Kingston. 2 victims, females. I do not know the age, do not know their names, and I do not know their current condition. The only suspect information we have at this time is a white male suspect, bushy brown hair, driving possibly a black SUV truck type vehicle.
In the heart of Texas, nestled near the Oklahoma border, lies Wichita Falls, a bustling urban center with a population of around 100,000 souls. Here, amidst the everyday hustle, the echoes of innocence and the laughter of youth fill the air, painting a picture of idyllic suburban life. But imagine the streets you know so well, the paths you walk daily, suddenly becoming the backdrop for an unthinkable tragedy. In this true-to-life story, we unmask the layers of a serene community shaken to its core by a crime so vile, it questions our understanding of safety and innocence. As the sun set on an ordinary day, the potential of a young, vibrant soul would be forever untapped. Journey with us through this disturbing tale of Vern Landavazo, a case that captured the nation's attention and reignited debates on mental illness, juvenile crime, and the safety of our children. Vern Landavazo, a 13-year-old beacon of joy and kindness, navigated the corridors of life with a grace and vibrancy that belied her young age. She was born into the loving embrace of her parents, Vern and Bianca Landavazo, on October 14th, 2002. Lauren's life was a tapestry woven with the threads of fun, joy, and an unwavering sense of wonder. From her earliest days, she exhibited an infectious enthusiasm for life, a trait that endeared her to everyone she encountered. She also had 2 older brothers whom she loved dearly. At the time of this story, both brothers have already graduated school and were long out of the family house. Lauren's journey through childhood was marked by an insatiable curiosity and a profound love for the world around her. Cody Lott was marked by turmoil and darkness from an early age. Born on January 7, 1996, in Texas, Lott's early years were seemingly unremarkable, but a totally different character would soon emerge, swinging from within. His parents' divorce during his formative years was a significant turning point, leading to a downward spiral that would define much of his troubled adolescence. As Lott navigated the turbulent waters of his teenage years, his behavior became increasingly erratic and violent. The once exceptional and kind young boy, described by his father David, began to fade, replaced by a person who was deeply troubled and prone to aggression. His academic performance suffered, and his social interactions became marked by volatility and anger. The descent accelerated with Lott's experimentation with illegal substances at the tender age of 13. These substances, far from offering escape, only further ensnared him in a web of mental health issues. By his mid-teens, Lott was a shadow of his former self. Despite all this instability, Cody Lott had a girlfriend named Haley Clayton. Their relationship, however, which began in high school and lasted around 2 years, was marred by Lott's abusive behavior.
I'd seen that girl walk in multiple times with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend was just a little punk-looking kid that wasn't no man. So it kind of just sparked a jealousy in me, man, and I felt that was the way I was going to handle it.
In 2015, a standoff with police led to a mental health evaluation where Lott was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and paranoid schizophrenia. Despite this diagnosis, treatment and understanding remained elusive, and Lott's life continued to unravel, painting a picture of a young man lost in the grip of delusion and paranoia. As fate would have it, this deranged young lad will cross paths with the vibrant personality of Vern Landavazo. Malice and innocence would collide in unimaginable horror. At this point, Cody was living with his mother's apartment in Wichita Falls, along with his stepfather. He would habitually stare out his room's window and gawk at middle school children walking home. Among these kids was, you've guessed it, Vern Landavazo. The young, vibrant woman immediately became the troubled lad's obsession for over a year, and the next chain of events will give you nightmares. As the fateful day of September 2016, Lauren and her friend went their usual route home, which went through an alley. Cody Lott, armed with a .22 caliber rifle and driven by a storm of twisted thoughts, positioned himself along this route while inside an SUV, his intentions as dark as the depths of his troubled mind. That serene afternoon, shortly after 3 p.m., the peace of the town was shuttered by the sound of gunfire. Lott, emerging from his vehicle, targeted Lauren in a moment that seemed to suspend time, turning a routine walk home into a scene of unimaginable terror. The deranged young man ambushed the group and opened fire, striking Lauren multiple times in different parts of her body. The air was shortly filled with deafening silence, then the screams of Lauren's friends. Amidst the chaos, her friend Michaela Smith was also shot but survived. Lauren, tragically, did not survive the attack. In the immediate aftermath of the tragic shooting, the once peaceful town of Wichita Falls was enveloped in a state of shock and urgency. A manhunt for the shooter ensued, with law enforcement agencies mobilizing swiftly to apprehend the individual responsible. The investigation kicked into high gear as officers canvassed the area, gathering eyewitness accounts and piecing together the sequence of events that led to the senseless violence. The critical breakthrough in the case came from a combination of diligent police work and community vigilance. Numerous witnesses described a gold SUV from which the shots were fired, a detail that proved instrumental in narrowing down the search. Tips began to flow in, each one meticulously followed up by investigators determined to bring justice for Lauren and her family. The critical turning point in the case came when a keen-eyed neighbor observed Cody Lott, in a state of evident distress, awkwardly handling a suspiciously wrapped object that bore a striking resemblance to a rifle. This occurred just outside his apartment as he attempted to transfer the item from the back of his gold SUV, an action that immediately raised alarms given the recent and tragic events. The neighbor, acting with a sense of civic duty, meticulously noted the SUV's license plate number and promptly reached out to the police, effectively setting in motion a rapid chain of events that would lead to Lott's apprehension. Cody Lott's arrest was as dramatic as the events that required it. When law enforcement located Lott driving in the area, his appearance and vehicle matched the descriptions provided by witnesses. A tense traffic stop ensued as officers were taking no chances given the gravity of the accusations. Inside Lott's vehicle, they discovered not only the rifle used in the shooting, but also other incriminating evidence that tied him to the crime. The arrest brought a mix of relief and profound sorrow to Wichita Falls. Relief that the perpetrator was no longer a threat, but sorrow that such a heinous act could have occurred in their midst. During interrogation, Cody readily confessed, but his reasoning is just as shocking and repulsive.
Well, the day before, I got all dressed up, and I was going to just go approach the girl, and I thought, the only girl I tried to be respectful to and be nice to, man, they say Renaissance says crazy. The definition of crazy is just repeating the same thing. So it's like, it's an obvious thing that I guess just, me being, looking how I do or whatever, me being nice is something that makes me a different better. I had to try something else too, because it's like...
Cody Lott claimed he was compelled by demonic influence and targeted Lauren Landavazo because he felt an inexplicable anger towards her. He admitted to planning the attack, driven by a mix of delusion and jealousy, particularly noting Lauren's relationship with her boyfriend. While his statements revealed a deeply disturbed individual, they did little to explain the senselessness of the act. His attempt to rationalize the crime through supernatural demonic coercion highlighted the complex interplay of his untreated condition. Shortly after, Lott faced trial, where his mental health was a key focus. Despite arguments about his psychological incapacity, Lott was found guilty and received a life sentence plus 20 more years. The community, while relieved at the verdict, was left to grapple with the profound loss of Lauren Landavazo and the unsettling awareness of psychological health and gun violence issues. Lauren's memory lives on, inspiring calls for systemic changes to prevent such tragedies. The case serves as a harrowing reminder of the impact of untreated mental illness and the importance of community vigilance and support.
Thank you for watching. Drop your thoughts on this chilling story in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more daily true crime stories.